Chit Chat with Chad.
Welcome everybody. I'm Chad Cloud along with Dash Tequila, and we're here in the middle of Pride Month, and that's what and that is what today's show is all about. And we have wonderful guests joining us, but before we get into all that, I just want to say happy Pride Month to everybody. Yay! Um,
Yay!
Pride Month is special to everybody. Everyone has their own, you know, piece of like why this month is so special to them. Mine is it was like a freedom when I came out as being gay. I tried, the whole bisexual thing. I tried to fool myself. I was like, maybe I'm not gay. Maybe I'm just like curious, and I just had to like be true to myself. So, um, Pride Month is more than just everyone rocking around in jock straps and like, trying to. I mean, Pride is fun. Don't get it twisted, but there's a whole lot more. The history behind it, what people had to do to get to where we are now. Because a long time ago, they would, you know, physically try to hurt people. I've known people who have been gay bashed and have had to go through the heartaches of that. So we celebrate Pride, and you know we celebrate each other and the heartaches that we all had to go through. So we don't want to forget that in Pride Month, and that's why it's special to me. Um, so what about you, Tequila?
For me, I represent the allies. Pride Month to me is just about having the courage to be who you are. And, despite, the hate that is out there, it's fighting hate with love is what it is. And, it takes
Is
courage to do that. And, I applaud anybody. And then also, it's about not giving up. If you don't feel like you're quite there, you feel like you're alone, you're helpless, just know you're not alone. There's people behind you, there's people who support you, there's people who love you and want to see you be you and be happy and live the life you're meant to live.
and bottom line, it's just to be yourself, be you, be true to yourself. Um, if we all are different in every way, gay, straight, bisexual, trans. It's all um just being about being yourself. I mean, you only have one life to live. Live it for yourself. Be you. So being all said, as you can see that we're not in our studio today. We're actually at
Mhm.
this gorgeous sim. It's Vice City Beach and Resort.
Okay,
And
so yeah, so Vice City is a brand new role play community. It's open to everyone, especially the LGBTQ plus community. Has a lot of features like being My Story compatible. I know a lot of people love to role play, so they got you covered there. And you can also get a reservation at the restaurant Lavender Lotus. They're actually taking reservations now. It's really awesome and fabulous, and there's a lot of places to rent if you need a home or a place for your store that's open and welcome to everybody.
yeah, Tequila, I've met like some awesome people here. Just standing around, like you meet like a bunch of people on the sim. I recently met the owner of the sim, Dustin. I was kind of nervous to ask him, but I was like, "Hey, Dustin, can we do a show here? Because this is like what my place I come to like relax." And he was like so like cool about it. He was like, "Yeah, let's just do it." And he then just got to work and like start building this place for me. I was like, "Oh snap!" I woke up one morning, and it was just here. So um, he's just amazing, amazing guy, very friendly. he told me something about some of the amazing stuff that he had in store for the sim, and it all sounds so amazing. Some of the stores here are like Kindex, Cherno, and then I went to this little awesome like it's called Mystic Wiccans. It's
Oh
run
yeah.
by Weifu and Will Wiccan. They offer like tea and conversation as well as a chance to have your questions answers like they're like psychics and they do tarot card readings. So
So
that's yes, so that's like something different to do in SL. So I thought that was like really awesome. So like you know after the show, feel free to explore, walk around, get a reservation. I
get
know
they're
that
all red.
yeah,
That's
I know I know that Drew he's really awesome as well. His restaurant is beautiful. I was there when he was building it,
yeah.
and yeah, so it's my story compatible. So if you're doing the my story, if you just want a place to you don't want to cook at home, as none of us do even in real life,
Right.
go out, go out and have a DoorDash. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
And check that out because it's really a great place and something new to do, other than just going to a club or whatever. He's trying to bring like the my story here and trying to incorporate a place where people can be on voice because the voice is always open. um, so just look out around and try out new things here.
Really pretty too. Like there's a lot of picturesque, good place to take pictures. If you're into that kind of thing. So yeah, I like that's the first thing I noticed. It's very vibrant. It's very lively. It's very well put together. So it's just a fun place to explore overall as well.
Yeah, because like it's Vice City. I mean, like if you guys aren't like familiar with the GTA Vice City, that's what it's modeled after. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Um, very Miami-esque, like give it vibes, whatever. So guys, really enjoy it. Give you guys a round of applause for Dustin. He's here in the audience. He did a really great job. Um, just really want to say thank you again. I know he's probably tired of me saying that, but
Uh,
he did a really great job. And thank you, Dustin, for having us here.
thank you. So much happens day to day, and we do the show every 2 weeks. So Chadley, I mean, a lot can happen within those 2 weeks. What's new with you?
Um, not much. Just
Tell it.
trying to get to the trying to get the show together. I
Yeah,
know I know that the Father's Day is coming up tomorrow.
right.
I have all my kids. I hope that we can spend some time together. That's what I'm looking forward to. And I'm hoping that they all
Oh,
have like um cash and my
oh,
and Lyndon's and my no, I was kidding, let me stop. So nah, and I'm probably gonna spend some time with my SL dads, and my real dad is in California, so I really can't like go see him. But
yeah.
I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. Spend time with my kids. What about you, Tequila?
Definitely baby daddy day, even if they are, a father of a bunch of babies. It's fine. Uh, it's all good. I just been working a lot in real life. I just got off my 10-day work stretch. I was very tired, but now I'm pumped to be here. I love being here. Having my free time on here is a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm just trying to hit up all the Pride events that I can. I went to Pride at Home, had a lot of fun there. Shout out to Tegan Coral. Um, and yeah, I'm just gearing up for August for the festival.
Oh yeah, tell them a little bit about what you do. Oh, just
So
in case, just in case people don't know.
yeah. Okay,
Go ahead.
so I help
Yeah,
organize a music festival, and so it takes up a lot of my time. But it's a lot
a
of fun.
lot.
It showcases different talent across the grid, singers, um, DJs, tribute artists. So we're super excited. It's called Smoke Fest, and we're teaming up with SL20 this year, as well as 40 Thieves. And it's a lot of people, a lot of moving parts, but I'm excited about it. Yeah, we just always try to go bigger and better every year, and I have a lot of fun with it, but also it's a lot of work for me. So we have lots of designers also, and we encourage, the whole role play camping. So it's just have fun. Yeah, just to have fun. and bring light to the talent on the grid, and then just the different people involved too. There's so many talented people on here, so it's crazy. Wish we
Like
could have more people, but it's a lot. It's gonna be 4 shows this August every Saturday.
that is a lot, actually, if you think about it.
Well,
So yeah, we everyone is really looking forward to that. People that I've talked to, um, and the people that haven't been there, they're really looking forward to it as well. So we're just spreading the word about that. We'll have a lot of kickoff parties for that too, as well.
yeah,
A lot of different events. So stay tuned for that as well.
yeah. So, as you know, on Chit Chat with Chad, we love to have fun with our shows, but today we still want to do that, but also take this opportunity and this platform to have an open dialogue about what it means to transition. Some may see it as a topic with a lot of taboo around it. So today we want to talk one on one with someone who has actually been through it and hope to not only bring light to what it's like to go through transitioning, but also to educate anyone who may not know what it's all about.
Yes. So without further ado, I want you guys to give a round of applause to our guest today. You may have seen his adorable Adamus, like right here at the actually at the edge of the stage. A shopping events store, Aardvark. Or you may have seen one of the many people who followed his journey. Please give him a round of applause one more time for Dash. So let's just jump right into it, Dash. I'm kind of curious, like, what led you to the whole, like, what was your process? Like, what led you to it?
Um, so yeah, my name is Dash and I'm a transgender man. Um, I think there's a part of me that's always known that I was a man. I've known since I was a kid, but I just didn't have a word for it. And I think other transgender people, there's not necessarily there's no word for it. You just kind of like know. Um, and I started medically transitioning about 4 years ago when I was 29. Um, there was a time in my life where I was like really unhappy. And it was one of those deep unhappinesses where I didn't really know why I was depressed. Um, but to be honest, I just wasn't happy with myself. Um, I was being a person that I thought other people wanted me to be. Um, I had just got out of a long-term relationship. I moved to a new state. I got a new job, and there was a lot of life changes that were going on at that same time. So I started seeing a doctor, just to see if how I could feel better. I started taking antidepressants to kind of like numb that unhappiness. Um, I wasn't really ready to go to therapy or talk to people about it. I just wanted something magical to fix the imbalance in my brain. But I kept going back to this doctor and saying that it wasn't working. Basically, antidepressants weren't working, and I couldn't shake that depression. And she hands me a pamphlet and it says for intensive therapy. Um, and it was an eye-opening moment that there's not necessarily some magical chemical that can just fix everything for you. And this facility, it was one of those intensive therapy, group therapy, and individual type of therapy things. And it was about a week long. A lot of self discovery happened there, and honestly, I can't tell you that I can remember everything about it. It was really a blur. But I just remember at the end of it, there was a psychiatrist, and I don't remember the exact question that she asked me, but at the end of it, I remember telling her that I wasn't a tomboy and that I was a man. And it was the first time I had said it to anybody, that I had said it out loud, that I had heard myself say it. Um, and I don't even really remember her reaction. And honestly, it doesn't even really matter because it was the first time that I had said it, that I had heard it, um, and it felt honest and validating to say it. Like it was an unshakable truth. And like how you were mentioning when you came out, it was just like that liberating feeling. And it was like
Yeah.
my own moment to feel that liberation. And from that point on, I knew that I could be happy because of that. Just sharing. And then I had to be happy, I had to chase that. And I knew I had to make changes to live in that truth and to live as a man on the outside as well as the inside. And that's, I guess, that crucial moment that led me into wanting to transition medically and socially transition. I really wasn't ready to come out like to everybody else, like my real life family or people at work, because it's like, okay, so I'll have this burning happiness, this euphoria, this liberating feeling, this freedom that I'm a man, but I didn't want to. I was too worried about what other people would think, and I didn't know how to express it. But I didn't want to keep that secret anymore because I wanted to live it. So that's why SL Facebook and SL in general has been very open for me that I was able to share this and share pretty much all the ups and downs of my transition. Um, any of you are welcome to friend me on Facebook, but I have documented basically every part of it. The first time I got my testosterone shot, which as a transgender man to maintain that I do have to take testosterone every 2 weeks, and it's a self injection. Um, but I was able to connect with other people too, also sharing that. And people were able to connect with me too. And being that vulnerable, people were able to talk with me about their struggles with either their gender identity or with other people that they knew or children that they were questioning. Um, and it is a long process. So I'm 4 years into it now, but there's the social transition where you start kind of telling everybody who you are, and then there's that medical transition, which is what I've done with surgeries and uh, the testosterone and the hormones and things. Um, and SL was able to help me because I was able to tell everybody and live and be as a male avatar, but then also be respected as a man too. So SL validated me as that. And I guess you can kind of say it let me test drive being a man so that I could be confident in it in my real life.
I was kind of curious about that. I was like, I wonder if you like that's the kind of word I was using, like kind of test driving to see like what it would be like.
Yeah.
Because you could be anything on SL, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty awesome. So the From Her to Me movement, how did it come about, and what was it all about?
Uh, the From Her to Me, that was a really special time in my life. I didn't really think of it as a movement until you said it like that, but it was essentially to medically transition. I wanted to do a surgery, a top surgery, which is basically a double mastectomy to remove the breast tissue and to give me a flat chest. I wanted to that process. You have to go through insurance. You have to actually get letters of recommendation from therapists and other doctors to make sure that yes, this is you're of sound of mind and you want to do that. Um, and of course, I guess well, in U.S. healthcare is very expensive. Um, I was able to get my insurance to approve my top surgery, but I don't live near my family, and I didn't want to ask anybody to help me with the recovery time. So I turned to my family, and I feel like the SL community, and I felt that there was because of sharing my journey, people were also invested in this also, and it was kind of just the actual phrase From Her to Me came from uh, Exeter Parnes, and there's a beautiful way to say it, transitioning from the person that I was, the woman that I was, that I will always love and cherish those memories, into becoming the person who I am as a man. Um, and it was it was just a beautiful thing to see the community come together and humbling too to see so many people share their stories with me, but also want to help me to be able to basically help me heal through this and to go through my surgery and to um, yeah, just to live as a transgender man.
That's really awesome.
Thing I loved about following your journey too was, every time your voice would change, you would post how it was changing.
Yeah,
And it's like I was on this journey with you every step of the way. And so you just being so open and vulnerable and honest with it, that to me was just like, wow, like how can you not want to support, this person? So I just thought that was a really, really unique, um, event, you know, And seeing the community all get behind you was really awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
thank you for support.
I was away from SL, and I heard you before the the shots, whatever, and then I came back and I heard you again, and I was like, wait, who the hell was that?
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, oh damn. I was like, that was like a big like shock for me because I knew that you had did it, but I was like, I was just shocked like hearing like coming out of your mic, and I was like, oh, okay. So
Like this
that
is
was pretty
really
awesome.
happening.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a big, deep, manly voice, but it's a little bit,
You
it's
know,
a little
you know
bit
what? It's deeper than mine, so I'm mad about that. No.
deeper.
Well, I did notice you on Valentine's Day you chose to get your top surgery. Is that correct, or what was the significance behind that for you?
I actually didn't get to choose my date.
Okay.
They chose it for me, but I think it was very poetic in a way that it was like a love letter to myself, to my youth, to my future me, that it was chosen for me for it to have it on Valentine's Day. And I guess I'll always cherish that.
Yeah.
So it's like a personal love letter to yourself. I like that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
like, oh, go ahead. So go ahead.
for myself, but also from the SL community. Like I credit a lot to the SL community in um, and everybody validating and being respectful to and watching me grow and letting me grow too, so that I could become the person I am today.
Yeah, I do love like when the SL community does come together to support one another. Because
Yeah.
just like RL, a lot of people have tried to tear other people down, and
Yeah,
um, sometimes it's really hard to, they don't want to see other people achieve their goals or whatever. But sometimes it's really beautiful when a lot of a community come together to help one another.
yeah,
So I would love to see more of that in the gay community as well, just helping other people out, and instead of like trying to uh, backstab them or try to uh, think you can't help somebody else because they're gonna not help you or it's not helping your cause. We talked about that in the last show, so I think that's really fantastic that they came together. Came together for you like that. So that's really beautiful.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So so let me ask you this. Um, what stereotypes would you say you like to address for the people that may face when they're going through this process?
I think there's a lot of things people will face, and the journey is really unique. Um, But I also think the biggest thing is to focus on your own journey. And it really is a journey, and there's no right or wrong answer to any of it. Um, because finding your self discovery, knowing your truth, um, like that very special day when I said that I was a man, it was like my armor. And knowing my truth was like my sword and shield, that no matter what anybody said or anybody told me, I knew in my heart that this was me. And I had to let a lot of things go during my transition, a lot of negativity, so that I could um, be my own advocate. And as a transgender person, you have to be your own advocate, because there's a lot of things you have to go through to socially transition, to medically transition. Um, and a lot of people, I think the biggest thing is a lot of people like to say that it's a phase. Um, and the phase was, for me, was trying to be a woman. The phase was trying to pass as a woman, and that phase for me stopped in January, in 2019. So, as a transgender man and as a transgender individual, you have to advocate for yourself, because you're the person that you have to live with every day. Just like you were saying in the beginning there, that you're going to be with yourself for the rest of your life. And to have that freedom, you just have to live in your truth and be comfortable
That,
in it.
that is so true.
So, what advice do you have for someone who is maybe thinking of transition? Maybe
That
does the age play a factor as well? Like, you want to wait to a certain age? Like, I hear about that kind of thing, so I don't know. Like, what
it
advice would you give?
I think in the news it kind of shows that you can transition at any age and do it at any time in your life. It's really not that easy. Um, you have to go through different you get psychological letters, you have to get approval from a lot of different people. There's a lot of different factors that go into it. um, but my advice is to anyone is to basically just live in your truth, and no matter what that is, and be courageous in that, because it is scary. It was scary the first time I had to walk into a men's bathroom and not know if it was going to be okay. It's scary to figure out the emotions when you have that quiet moment where you don't know, where you don't everybody's telling you that this is not true. um, and it's okay to be confused. It's okay to not have the answers. I still don't have all the answers. I just know that I'm happy, and that happiness comes from a place that I wouldn't have been able to be there unless I transitioned. Um, and to be able to accept myself for who I am, I become a lot happier. It's made me free in such a way that I can now create an SL, that I can go full on into this project with Aardvark. I was telling Chad earlier, this is my um, full year actually of being a content creator in SL, and I would not have been able to do that if I hadn't transitioned. I wouldn't have been in the mental place to be able just to be free and creative. So the advice is just be you and know that it's okay to be you.
What do you want to tell the audience anything about Aardvark? Any of the plans for it?
Uh, there's some fun things that we're just doing. There's yeah, I'm just busy doing. Um, I love making anime stuff now, so just cute and fun things, and yeah, I just love doing it.
Like your store is what SL really needed, like an injection of fun and cute stuff.
I'm just saying. And if you guys haven't got a chance to get anything, he did offer a free gift. It's right here at, at the end of the stage right here, or the beginning, I guess whatever. Right down there. It's a cute little balloon puppy.
He wiggles.
Thank you, Dash, for being here with us. Um, be sure to check out and support Aardvark. Um, Also, thank you um, to all the team that helped with the show. Robby, Luigi, thank you guys as usual. Be sure to follow Chit Chat with Chad on Facebook. If you want to, you can hit our socials. There's a kiosk right down here, so you guys would know what's going on next. Until then, let's talk about it. Thank you for coming.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.
Chit Chat with Chad.